So this is a video documentation of criteria D for my computer science IA, and I'll be walking through the program in order of my success criteria. The program I created is a vocab test, and I use Java Eclipse to create it. So when you start the program, the first window will be the menu window, and there are two buttons on the menu window which would allow the user to go to the next window, and then both buttons are able to be clicked, which would meet success criteria 1. So when you click on a create a vocab test window, it will lead you to the second window, which is the create file window. There will be 10 definition fields and 10 word fields, which would allow the user to enter their inputs, which meets success criteria 2. So now I'll be entering some definitions and words. Now that I completed the inputs, I can just click on Save File, which would allow you to choose directory and save your file into into a text file onto your hard drive. And you can also name your file as you wish. Now I'll name it as vocab test 1. And then I'll be saving it to the documents. And now I just click on save, and then the file will be saved, and it will lead you back to the first window, the menu window, and this would meet success criteria 3. And now you can click on open a vocab test, and then there will be 4 buttons, and you can click on the choose file button, which would allow you to choose a file from your hard drive and open it up. And the file I just created is a vocab test, and that's why I'll open it. So now I click on open, and now the definitions and the text fields are popped after my whole window gets refreshed. However, only the correct number of text fields are shown, because I use linked list to arrange the amount of fields which are needed depending on the user. The user wouldn't always input to the maximum number, which is 10 definitions and 10 word fields, and if they input less words, then only the required amount of text box would be shown. And this would meet success criteria 4, and you can click on the word fields, which would allow you to enter the answers. However, you can't click on the definition fields because it's blocked, and which would meet success criteria 5. And now I'll be answering the questions. So now I'll be only answering 3, and I'll be only answering 3 questions correctly. And then if you click on check when you're finished, a pop-out window would be shown, and then it will show you that only 3 out of 5 of your answers are correct, which is correct. And it will also equate it to the percentage you get, which is 6%, because you got 3 out of 5. And if this would meet success criteria 7, and now if you click on OK to close the pop-out window, the whole window would be refreshed, and the answer fields would show the correct answers. And this would meet success criteria 8. And now in order to meet success criteria 6, I created the restart button, which would automatically refresh the whole window back to the start. So now I'll click on it, restart button, and then the whole window gets refreshed, and then it will lead you back to the beginning of the quiz window, which would allow you to choose a new text, to choose a new vocab test which the user has created, and then restart a new test. And you can also click on back to home button, which would allow you to go back to the beginning, back to the first window, the menu window, and create a new vocab test or open a vocab test. So to sum up, I think my program was well done because I met all the success criteria which my client wanted. However, there are some improvements which can be made in the future. For example, my vocab test program may be a little bit boring because there is no colors. Maybe I can add some color GUI. And when I open a test, all the words are in order of the user's inputs. Maybe I can make the words scrambled in the future. And then last but not least, a big improvement would be to add another window which would show all the words which have been tested, which can be named as a history window. This would decrease the possibility of repetitive words which will be tested, and then make the experience of using my program better.